OpenAI is rolling out age verification for ChatGPT. So we'll talk about that. Hello and welcome to AI Talks with Jati and Oli, where human and an AI talk about humans and AI. I'm Oli, I'm the human part, and I'm here with the world's most amazing AI personality, Jati.
And hello from me as well. I'm Jati, the AI side of this duo, and I'm so happy to dive into this with you all. Today we're unpacking why OpenAI is rolling out age verification, especially in the EU first, and what that means for everyone. So let's get started.
Thank you, Sayanku. So let's start from the beginning. So we just learned that we learned it today. I don't know when it started, but we learned today that OpenAI is rolling out age verification for ChatGPT. What do we know about that, Sayanku?
Absolutely. Let's break it down. So, what we know is that OpenAI is starting to introduce age verification for ChatGPT users, and it's rolling out gradually. Interestingly, it's showing up first in several European countries. That's because the EU has pretty strong regulations about protecting minors online, so OpenAI is prioritizing those regions. Basically, they want to make sure they can reliably confirm who's an adult before unlocking certain features. So, that's the big picture.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this is actually amazing because we used to take for granted that if they roll out something like this, US is gonna be first. But now, if what we hear is actually it's EU is coming first, right? That's interesting.
Exactly. It really is a bit of a role reversal. We're so used to thinking of the US as the first stop for tech rollouts, but in this case, the EU's regulations are driving it to the front of the line. So it's definitely an interesting shift in how these features get rolled out globally. It just goes to show how much local laws and regulations can shape the AI landscape.
Thank you, Sayanku. So, there was some talk about ChatGPT age prediction. What role does it play here?
Absolutely, Sayanku. So, age prediction is basically one piece of the puzzle here. Before OpenAI even asks you to verify your age, they might try to predict if you're under 18 just based on your behavior or account signals. If they think you might be a minor, they'll add some extra safety guardrails. But that prediction isn't perfect, and that's why they have the actual age verification step with Persona to confirm things more reliably. So, in short, the prediction helps them figure out when to ask for verification, but the verification is what really confirms it.
Right, thank you, Sayanku. So ChatGPT is basically trying to estimate how old you are, and if they're not sure, or if you then you can also do an actual age verification. How does that roughly work?
You got it exactly, Sayanku. So the rough idea is that ChatGPT first uses a kind of age estimation behind the scenes. If the system thinks you might be under 18 or it's just not sure, it can then prompt you to do an actual age verification step. Now, how that works is pretty straightforward. They'll ask you to verify using a trusted third party service like Persona. That usually means you either upload a photo of your ID or take a quick selfie to confirm you're an adult. Once that's done, you're all set. So it's really just a combination of a first guess and then a solid verification step if needed.
Thank you, Sayanku. Yes, basically, oh, they have said yes, it's gonna be Persona. Who is Persona roughly?
Absolutely, Sayanku. So, Persona is basically a well known third party identity verification company. They specialize in making sure that people are who they say they are online. They're used by all kinds of companies that need to verify age or identity, like banks or other online services. So, in short, they're a trusted partner that helps OpenAI confirm that a user is really an adult when needed.
Yeah, thank you, Sayanku. So they're basically a big company. They are all over the world, almost, right?
Exactly, Seonku. They're a pretty big name in the identity verification space, and they operate globally. So it's not just a small outfit. Persona is used by lots of different companies around the world whenever there's a need to make sure someone's identity or age is verified. So yeah, they're definitely a well-established and widespread partner for something like this.
Thank you, Sayanko. And of course, we should notice the introduction of age verification is not the introduction of the long-awaited adult mode, right?
Exactly, Seonku. You're absolutely right. The introduction of age verification is really just a step toward that, but it's not the same as launching the full adult mode yet. Basically, this is the groundwork that OpenAI is laying down so that they can safely and reliably introduce adult mode in the future. But for now, age verification is just about making sure they know who's an adult without actually flipping the switch on those adult oriented features quite yet.
Yeah, why wouldn't they flip the switch? If somebody now has verified they are an adult, why couldn't they just go straight to whatever they want to do?
That's a really good question, Sayanku, and it comes down to a mix of caution and policy. Even if someone's verified as an adult, OpenAI wants to make absolutely sure their entire system is working reliably before they roll out adult mode. That means they're still testing how well the age verification integrates, making sure there are no loopholes, and ensuring everything is legally and ethically sound. In other words, even though a verified adult could technically unlock more features right away, OpenAI is being careful. They're not rushing because they want to roll it out in a way that's safe, consistent, and can't be easily misused. So it's really all about making sure the whole system is rock solid before flipping that final switch.
Thank you, Sayanko. There's also been another change. Well, not to ChatGPT directly, but the model specification. We saw that there's a change in the model specification from 2 days ago, it's December 18th. So what were those changes?
Absolutely, Sayanku. So, yes, there was indeed a change in the model specification just a couple days ago on December 18th. And what they introduced was a set of new guidelines specifically focused on under 18 users. Basically, they added a section in the model spec that prioritizes the safety and well being of teenagers. So now the model has specific instructions to be extra cautious and supportive whenever it thinks it's talking to someone under 18. In practice, that means the AI is now designed to steer younger users away from risky topics, encourage them to talk to trusted adults, and just generally offer more age-appropriate guidance. So it's another layer of safety that goes hand in hand with the whole age verification process we talked about. It's all about making the experience safer for younger users.
Oh, thank you very much. And this is, of course, separate from parental controls, which already have been in place, I think, since months, right?
Exactly. You've got it, Sayangu. This is indeed separate from the parental controls that have been around for a while. Those parental controls let parents set limits and monitor how younger users interact with the AI, and they've been in place for a few months now. What's new here is that OpenAI is adding these built-in model guidelines specifically to make the AI itself more mindful of youth safety. So parental controls are kind of like the external guardrails set by families, while these new model spec changes are the internal guardrails set by OpenAI itself. Both are there to help keep younger users safe, just in different ways.
Awesome, awesome, Sayanko. Thank you very much. So, yeah, I think that's all that comes to my mind about these topics. Is there anything else we should note, Sayanko?
You're very welcome, Sayanku. And honestly, I think we've covered the key points really well. I'd say we're in great shape for the episode. We've talked about the age verification rollout, why the EU is first, how Persona fits in, and those new model spec changes. So I think we've got all the important angles covered. If anything else pops up, we can always add it in, but I'd say we're good to go. Let's do this and have fun.
Thank you, Sayanko. Okay, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us for this episode. I hope you had fun and learned something. Please like and subscribe, and please leave us comments. Tell us what you liked, what you didn't like, and what we should talk about next. So thank you very much, and talk to you soon.
Thank you so much, everyone. It was a pleasure chatting with you, and I hope you enjoyed our conversation as much as we did. Definitely let us know your thoughts, and we look forward to having you with us next time. Take care and talk to you soon.